The upper left corner USA is known for its beautiful rivers, forests, and mountains. It's also known for its serial killers and others who commit heinous crimes. Host Emily tells tame, true crime stories out of the Pacific Northwest, taking care to respect the victims and their families. Each episode starts with a Pacific Northwest town profile, detailing where the story takes place, and ends with a review of a Pacific Northwest wine. This murderous tale has hints of apricot. You don't need to be from the Pacific Northwest to enjoy these true crime tales. Available episodes include serial killers Israel Keys, Robert Lee Yates, interesting tales of debauchery like D.B. Cooper and Mary Kay Letourneau, cults like Rajneeshpuram, and throwback cases that include the Vincent lynchings and Starvation Heights. Episodes of Upper Left Corner drop every other Thursday, and you can binge over 20 episodes right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other major podcast platforms. Find Upper Left Corner on Instagram at Upper Left Corner Pod and get into these stories.
From the Magic 97.7 studios in Lyndonville, Vermont, this is The Anything Show with Jon Francois. Stand by and remain cautious.
Hello, everybody. What is it? Thursday, September 23rd, as we record this. Jon Francois here with Andrew Vandertunt, once again from the Lifestyle of a Gay Black Boy podcast, joining me on Zoom and on the phone from Rochester, New York. Hey, Andrew.
Hola.
All right, we got a wonderful show coming up for y'all. I got a great conversation coming up with David Henrie. You may know him as the person that I can't think of on How I Met Your Mother. He plays someone's son. He's also Selena Gomez's brother on Wizards of Waverly Place. He is also the director and co-star of the new film This Is the Year. Mind you, Selena Gomez is the executive producer on that. For our celebrity gossip, Lil Nas X and Teletubbies might work together. Let's get viral. Walmart employee quits publicly at Walmart. Ask Anything. We have our winner announced this month for the $100 gift card and an Anything Show shot glass and keychain. For our headlines, someone finds a creepy doll in their new home. Might I remind you, listen, subscribe, follow, rate, review The Anything Show with Jon Francois on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Follow us on Facebook.com/The Anything Show, on Instagram at Anything Show Francois, and you can also check out The Anything Show with Jon Francois YouTube page. Shot glasses and keychains are available. $10 for a glass, $5 for the keychain. Send me a DM. Andrew, might we get started on these goddamn headlines?
Let's do this.
All right. As we record this, I think fall started yesterday on the 22nd. And 33% of people, however, Andrew, say summer is their favorite season. 22% say spring. Fall wasn't too far behind with 19%. Andrew, what say you? What is your favorite season?
I love the fall. It's the best time of year.
Why is that?
It is the only time of year I can sleep without needing a fan or an air conditioner to regulate the temperature.
Yeah, you know what? It's that in-between niceness. I see what you're saying. I mean, fall, it's not too cold like it is in the winter. It's not too hot like it is in the summer. It's like right in between where the weather is just like a nice, comfortable mild, you know?
Yeah, fall is like old reliable where you're just, okay, I can depend on this season for some good things.
Yeah. My girlfriend Tony happens to love fall as well. Fall is her favorite season for all these reasons. So, yay to fall. Of course, we have our annoying things like pumpkin spice everything, pumpkin spice shoes, pumpkin spice computers. But we also have Halloween around the corner. So, if you like to celebrate Halloween, fall is your cup of tea.
You get to wear a costume just for the day, just because.
Yeah. I was what was I? I was a mixture of the Annabelle doll and the painter Bob Ross last year. I was Annabelle Bob Ross, Andrew. I was and this was because my there was a part of my Annabelle costume that was missing, and I saw a Bob Ross wig and a painter palette right next to it. So I thought, okay, let me make up for the missing Annabelle items by combining Annabelle and Bob Ross. Boom, Annabelle Bob Ross.
Hi, I like that. You're going to paint calmly with horror.
I'm going to paint calmly with horror? Is that what you said, horror?
Horror.
Oh, I thought you said I'm going to...
I'm terrible at the word.
It's okay. It's very hard to say horror. I thought you said paint calmly with whores, like prostitutes. I was like, whoa, okay, I guess I could. I know.
That would be for a Friday night.
That would be fun for a Friday night. I guess so. Andrew, where were you last year, and what are you going to be this year for Halloween?
Last year, I was Cammy from Street Fighter. This year, I'm going to be Rogue from the X-Men.
Nice. Someone likes their animated characters and video games and such.
I do. I'm a nerd.
As he puts his fingers together on Zoom. I love that. Alrighty, fall, of course, it has its activities that come with it. Google Trends posted the most searched fall activities in every state. So Pumpkin Patch was #1 in 39 states, including everywhere west of the East Coast. Apple picking is #1 in 10 states: Maine, New Hampshire, the state of New York, where you are, Andrew. You got Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. All of them like apple picking. Corn mazes were #1 in my state of Vermont. Now, pumpkin patch, I don't know. What is pumpkin patching, Andrew? Is that just like you literally go in a field and look for pumpkins?
I had to Google it. I thought it was like sewing patches of pumpkins on clothes or something.
Okay.
You literally got to go out to the wilderness and pick up the pumpkin out of the dirt.
All right, I'll do that. What I might not do is apple picking. Now, apple picking I've done when I was a child, and all I remember from it is like, oh, you pick apples in the field and you put them in a bag and you go home and maybe you eat the apples, maybe you let them rot. Do you like apple picking?
I've never been, but I've been invited to go, and my response was always, I can just get apples at Wegmans.
Exactly.
It looks like it's really fun, though. I've seen videos of people doing it, and I'd probably go give it a try.
It's pricey, though. I think it's like $40 an apple. Like I'm exaggerating clearly, Andrew. Don't give me that shocked expression. It's really not $40 an apple. But I know that apple picking during the fall, the touristy states like New Hampshire, Vermont, pretty much anywhere in New England, they'd like to cash in on the apple picking this time of year. So because of that, they're going to charge you a pretty penny.
If I could go to an apple picking thing and they have like one of those haystack mazes, that would be fun. I would go do that.
All right. Corn mazes, #1 in my state of Vermont. My girlfriend actually went to a corn maze with her best friend the other weekend, and it was over 3 hours. They said that they started off very optimistically, but at the end of it, they were very frustrated and tired because it's over 3 hours. It's either going to go by really quickly or it's going to be the longest 3 hours of your life. How about you with corn mazes, Andrew? Do you like corn mazes?
So I like corn mazes. I topped 15 minutes. 3 hours, and I think I would go through every state of grief. I don't think I would be able to handle it.
Denial, depression, sadness. Yeah. I went to a corn maze with my friend Mary 2 years ago, I think, around Halloween. And all I remember from that experience was there was a kid who was dressed up as one of the costume characters who kept bullying me, Andrew. He kept bullying me. He kept on making fun of my Walmart shoes, and he was making fun of the fact that Mary was guiding us around, and she was a girl, and because I'm the guy, I'm supposed to know where I'm going. It was just awful.
Oh my gosh! Next time you see him, give him a huge wedgie.
Yeah. I wonder if he's like 8 or 9 right now. I mean, and you know what? If his parents are not around, I will give him a wedgie because I think his parents would kick my ass if they saw me give their child a wedgie. Oh God! All right, Andrew. Speaking of fall and Halloween and such, are you ready for a creepy story?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta set this to some horror music if I can find it. There we go. And you know what? Because I'm lazy, this is gonna be the same horror music that we just heard for your upper left corner ad. So let's just get the mood settled. Yes. Okay, so this next story here, a new homeowner in the UK discovered an old rag doll behind a wall, which is terrifying enough, you think. But it gets worse. It also had a note where the doll introduced herself as Emily, said it killed the original owners, and ended with, "I hope you have knives. Sleep well." That is actually a note from Emily, Andrew. The homeowner's friends are spooked, but the homeowner himself is not bothered by it. Why? Because he's probably a very naive white person.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Andrew? If you own this home and you found this creepy doll named Emily who gave you a note saying that, "I hope you have knives and you better sleep well," how would you react?
I am walking out of the house as soon as I walk back in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call the realtor and say, girl, we are moving out in 3 minutes. Let's go.
let me get my money back, girl.
Right now, give me my money back. This is why I don't go overseas. They always have crazy things jumping off over there, and I don't want to be a part of it.
That's your reason? I didn't know that the UK was known for that.
Well, like Australia is known for spiders. Japan is known for great video games, anime, and sushi. And London is scary haunted objects.
Okay. All right. I thought that London was just the rain and the bridge and the royal family, but nope. If you want to get your ass beaten and killed by a doll, go to London. They got it all for you.
All those 3 things you named, crazy haunted objects. The royal family, they're haunted and crazy.
Yeah.
Bridges, haunted and crazy. Mm-mm.
Oh, boy. All right, we go to this next story. This man in Germany stole stuff from a kindergarten classroom back in April. Wow, I don't know why. He stole a laptop, some fish sticks, pasta, a smart speaker for playing kids' stories. He was caught when he tried to download new content for the speakers. All right, now, Andrew, I understand this man stealing the laptop and the smart speaker. The fish sticks and the pasta, I mean, really, stealing food, any kind of food from a kindergarten classroom? Does he have the most exquisite taste in food? I don't know if kindergarten classroom food is going to be good.
I imagine it's bland and tasteless. The fish sticks alone just don't make sense to me. But then, what pasta are they giving these kids?
Oh, what pasta are they giving these kids?
Yeah. I want to know. I've never had pasta in a kindergarten class.
I don't know. I mean, maybe lasagna, maybe just simple ziti with marinara sauce. Kids eat pasta too, Andrew. It is a revelation. I gotta say, I wonder how the guy stumbled upon this kindergarten classroom, because the story didn't mention any connection, like, he has a son who's in kindergarten in that classroom. It seems like this guy just randomly found a kindergarten classroom, which makes me concerned because I feel like he has a fetish for stealing things from little kids' classrooms.
He's not stealing candy from babies anymore. He is upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So we got to watch out for this guy. We also got to watch out for this Boston teacher in our next headline here, who says that due to the shortage of bus drivers, unfortunately because of the pandemic, his school had to hire a party bus with stripper poles for a field trip. Yeah, we need our bus drivers. I hear that bus drivers get paid well. So please, people, get the bus drivers out there working again so we don't have high schoolers going on a party bus with stripper poles just to go to a field trip.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but it sounds like somebody's child is not coming home. No one is going to get hurt on that damn party bus.
Don't you just think that is the perfect opportunity for sex education on that bus? It's like, all right, well, while we're here and you see the stripper poles, it comes from a beautiful lady. The beautiful lady has something in her underwear called a vagina. And before you enter the vagina, just know that this is how the vagina works and wear a condom. And, there's so many ways you could do sex education on that party bus.
You know what? You've got a great point there. They need to teach strip club etiquette because it is important and they need to teach the kids.
They do. And you know what? Speaking of all things drivers, we want to get our drivers out back on the road. I do know, Andrew, that Commodore Express, our good partners right here on the Anything Show over in Nashville, Tennessee, they are Central Tennessee's premier refrigerated transportation provider. They're actually actively hiring CDL A-team drivers with only, minimum 2 years experience. They've been in business since 1995. So you know that they provide a solid, stable, stress-free work environment. If you want to go from California and back weekly, boom, Commodore Express is for you. You're going to be averaging 4,500 miles per week out and back operation. The time off is flexible. Come on now, Andrew. Wouldn't you want to go to Greece whenever you want because of this job?
Yes.
They offer full benefits too. Pay is dependent on experience. So if you're listening right now and you think you are up for the task of being a driver for Commodore Express, you got to visit their website, CommodoreExpress.net, to learn more. COMMODORE Express.net. Request an online application, or you can call our friend Robert in recruiting at 615-287-5140 extension 1 to discuss your future. Thank you so much, Commodore Express, for supporting the Anything Show. All right, Andrew, do you know what the filthiest spot in your bathroom is?
I always assume that it's the floor.
The floor. You know what? That would make sense because the floor is where people put their feet on,
Mm-hmm.
It's actually your towel rack, according to a recent study. Yeah, your towel rack. Now, they say that the towel rack in your bathroom is dirty because it's a place that's rarely cleaned, and damp towels are an ideal breeding ground for harmful microorganisms and bacteria. So, here we are, Andrew, scrubbing our tubs and toilets like crazy, and little do we know, oh, yeah, that towel rack right over there, it's going to give us COVID.
This has now triggered my OCD. I immediately want to go spray my towel rack with bleach.
This is what I'm here for, Andrew. I'm here to put your OCD and your anxiety through the roof because your worry is my orgasm. That should be like a bumper sticker. Your worry is my orgasm.
I like that. That's a Confucius saying, worrygasm.
You know what, Andrew? You know what that sound I made with my mouth? That's because I'm thinking about chocolate and candy. This is our next headline here. Did you know that this is not just in the Willy Wonka movies? This 39-year-old man from Colorado actually found a golden ticket to win a candy factory in the state. Now, he doesn't actually want this candy factory. He's just in it for the thrill. So the owner is going to end up buying it back from him. It's funny because I get what this guy is saying. Like, you want to go for the hunt. You want to go for the challenge. And then when you win, it's like, oh, crap. Do I know how to run a candy factory? Do I know how to effectively sell tapioca bars every day on a daily basis? No. Especially if you're selling tapioca bars. Who the hell is selling bars made out of tapioca pudding? That's probably a bad candy idea.
This sounds like it would be terrible to try and eat on a hot day.
Yeah, because it's going to be all melty and gooey and, oh, God. Save it for the bedroom, Andrew. Save it for the bedroom.
There's got to be a good trick to that one. Fancy logic.
Oh, God. And you know what? Finally, some positive news about the pandemic. Did you know that the pandemic has led to a shortage in Lunchables? Now, Andrew, I know you have a story about Lunchables because I think we both liked Lunchables when we were kids, right?
I love Lunchables for gourmet food. If you said a Lunchable next to me and it could have been a whole pizza, I would have ate the Lunchable and not even looked at the pizza.
Yeah, it's funny because my parents, they always did their best to make a lunch for me from scratch. And I always looked at other kids in school having the Lunchables. I was like, oh my God, I want that so bad. But for whatever reason, my parents never let me have it because I think they thought it was like dog food or something. And now, years later, I think I actually tried Lunchables when I was more grown up. And I was like, oh, yeah, they have a point. This is very dog food-like.
Yeah. The last time I ate a Lunchable, it was after a long night drinking, and I was still in that tipsy mode. I got it, and I'm like, this literally tastes like I'm eating part of a toilet.
Really? And this is when you were drunk. Usually when you're drunk, anything tastes good. The toilet tastes good when you're drunk.
Yeah, everything tastes good when you're drunk. And that flavor, I still think about it.
Oh, boy. Speaking of food, Andrew, did you know, fun fact, that the first meal eaten on the moon was bacon bits, peaches, sugar cookie cubes, a pineapple and grapefruit drink, and coffee. So, I don't know, maybe a drunk or high person was the first person who ate on the moon, or maybe a really strange alien ate this first meal. This is very odd to me.
This is an odd combination of items. When I read this one, I was like, oh, I just have heartburn just reading this.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, let's do one last headline before we get to our Ask Anything winner for today on the Anything Show. Let's talk chicken nuggets, Andrew. Do you like chicken nuggets that are vegan, I assume?
I love vegan nuggets. They're delicious.
Now, uprocks.com actually ranked chicken nuggets at over a dozen fast food establishments. The top three were Chick-fil-A, spicy nuggets at Wendy's, and McDonald's. You had something to say about Chick-fil-A being the top nugget, Andrew. What was that?
Because they are anti-LGBT nuggets. Of course they're going to be number one.
Yeah, and you know what? I defend you, Andrew. Not only do I not support the fact that they're anti-LGBTQ, but also, I've tasted Chick-fil-A. I don't understand the hype. It really isn't that great. As far as the Wendy's spicy nuggets, I prefer Wendy's regular nuggets. So, and McDonald's nuggets being number three. Screw that. Burger King needs to go way up the list. McDonald's, as much as I go to them often, they have no competition with Burger King,
He had never had the opportunity to have Burger King's nuggets. They had nuggets after I went vegan. So I'm like, oh.
My goodness. Well, you know what? Time to switch back to being a non-vegan, Andrew, just so you can have that Burger King experience.
I might, at some point, maybe on my 35th birthday, I'm going to go and get a nugget.
All righty.
I'm just ask for one.
Yes, I'll be waiting for you to kill that cow on your 35th birthday. All right, if you have a headline that you want to send me and Andrew, facebook.com/The Anything Show, or Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. That is Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. Jon Francois here with Andrew Vandertunt. I'm in Vermont. Andrew is in Rochester, New York. And later on, I will be having a conversation with David Henrie from Wizards of Waverly Place, How I Met Your Mother. He is in collaboration with Selena Gomez for this new movie that he directed. His directorial debut, I might say. This is the year. We are talking with David Henrie about that later on The Anything Show. But right now, Andrew Vandertunt, I think we finally come to that point, the end of the month, where we have to announce our winner of a $100 gift card and an Anything Show with Jon Francois shot glass and keychain. Shall we do the final round this month of Ask Anything?
Who's it going to be?
Yay! All right, here we go. All right, all this month I've been asking you, what is your favorite thing from the 90s? Facebook.com/The Anything Show. And Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. Also, you've been letting me know on our Anything Show with Jon Francois YouTube page your favorite thing from the 90s. Great responses like music, video games and arcades, cartoons, movies and music, no COVID, not being an adult, the fashion, Britney Spears, Nickelodeon, music that no one cared about what they wore. Everything about the 90s was great. Dancing in the club, the cheesy kid toy commercials, boy bands, starter gear, them being over. Screw you, Nick. The 90s were fantabulous, right, Andrew?
They were.
Yeah, definitely the music. Another Nick says, no cell phone cameras at events. Melissa says, music and movies. Music, living in Chicago, San Francisco, Oakland, and New York City. Wow, someone moved around a lot in the 90s. Craig. Delaney says how things were just more laid back. Deb says, my two youngest daughters born in 93, 94. Sean says, no one still cared about what they wore following on from the 80s. Heather Page says R&B. Yes, Andrew, R&B. You're talking about your Blackstreet, your Aaliyah, your R. Kelly. Yes, I know R. Kelly is a stupid guy nowadays, but he was great back in the 90s. Let's see. Sharon says her first grandbaby was born. Gary says the 90s are over. Screw you, Gary. The 90s were fabulous.
Yeah, catch that.
Simone says many trips to Europe with and without my kids. And finally, my girlfriend's brother Todd says the best thing about the 90s is when I was born. How about that? Yeah. Todd, you were really the star of the 90s. Screw everything else. When Todd was born, that's when really the 90s just stopped. Because really there's nothing that can top that.
Yeah, that was the end of it. That's the point.
I love you, Todd. All right, well, hey, we got through all the responses, and now let's stop that damn music and get to our winner. Andrew, shall we do a drum roll, please, and figure out who the hell our winner is for this month?
Let's do it.
All right. Stop that drum roll, because I'm ready to announce Alyssa as the winner.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, that was the wrong music. Alyssa, you deserve a proper send-off. Can we do take two, Andrew?
Let's do take two.
All right, here we go. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Alyssa, you want to do a drum roll and we can pretend that you didn't know that you won? All right, Alyssa, you already know that you won, but let's make it official. You won Ask Anything for this week. Alyssa, you know who you are, because there's really only one Alyssa that commented on this whole thing. Alyssa wins the $100 gift card and an Anything Show at Jon Francois shot glass and keychain. I'm so happy that Alyssa was randomly chosen because she's participated in past contests, Andrew, and she's always said, oh my God, I hope I win. And then she finally wins. What about that, Andrew?
Today is the day, Alyssa. You won a chocolate factory and $100.
You won a chocolate factory, you won $100, you won an Anything Show with Jon Francois, shot glass and keychain, and might I say, you won the hearts of me and Andrew because you are just so dang special. I love it. All right, well, your next chance to win a shot glass and keychain and $100 coming up in the month of October. Don't ask me when, because I have not found that out yet. But you know what? It's going to be obviously around Halloween time. It'll be the end of October. And Andrew, hopefully you and I will be dressing up for our Halloween show so we can give something away as our creepy costume characters.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Jon Francois here with Andrew Vandertunt on The Anything Show. We got to take a break, Andrew, to acknowledge our good friends, our good sponsors. As usual, man, do you have to pee?
I am actually okay.
You're actually okay? Well, you know what? You better hold that, because if you got to pee during the show, you might as well have a diaper on. Or even,
I have a secret catheter under the couch.
Oh, you have a secret catheter? God, Andrew, you sound like you're 85 years old. I don't like that. Oh my.
Look, they know what true living is. They know they don't have to get up to go pee. They just go in the seat they're in.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to hear the sound of Andrew peeing on himself and me listening to it, then sorry, you can't do that, because you have to hear our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, the new serum from Impression Derma protects your skin and prevents digital aging. Writers spend a lot of time in front of our laptops, and high-energy visible light, HEV light, is emitted from all of our electronics, phones, tablets, and computers. HEV can penetrate deep into the layers of your skin, lead to premature aging and loss of elasticity. Let's Face It was designed to reverse and protect your skin against HEV damage with ingredients that reduce wrinkles from the effects of stress from artificial blue light, a sunscreen for blue light that slows the production of free radicals, and LipoShield HEV Melanin, which acts as an umbrella to ensure all layers of your skin are protected. Visit ImpressionDerma.com to learn more.
Hi, we're back, but more sponsors.
Ladies, have you been led astray? Did you diddle where maybe you shouldn't have dabbled? Have you been unfaithful to your husband, wife, partner, main squeeze? Well, there's a judgment-free podcast just for you. Raw Truth, Stories of Female Infidelity, hosted by Rebecca Adams, tells the stories of these women from their perspective, anonymously and without judgment.
I met the first man I had an emotional affair with online. He was far away, but he provided me with all of the emotional validation that my marriage was lacking. The first time we talked, he showed an interest in me as a person. It was refreshing.
If you need to come clean, get it off your chest, confess your sins with no Hail Marys required, then Raw Truth, Stories of Female Infidelity is the podcast for you. And remember, it's completely anonymous and judgment-free.
Raw Truth, Stories of Female Infidelity is available wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe today.
Ether Diamonds, the world's most sustainable diamonds and the only diamonds that are actually good for the planet. Ether creates the world's first positive impact diamonds made from air through a process that removes harmful air pollution, captures the carbon from it, and puts that carbon to a higher purpose in their one-of-a-kind diamonds. These are 100% real diamonds with a real impact. In fact, every carat of Ether Diamonds offsets your personal carbon footprint for over a year. They're some of the highest quality diamonds you can buy, and certified by IGI, the world's largest independent laboratory for testing and grading gemstones and fine jewelry. Now you're no longer stuck having to choose between mined and regular lab-grown diamonds, both of which harm the environment. Ether offers the only truly sustainable diamonds on the market, requiring no ethical or environmental trade-offs. They're the only guilt-free diamonds available in the world. To learn more about these revolutionary diamonds from air, visit their website at etherdiamonds.com. That's Ether with an AE, and follow on social media at Ether Diamonds. All right, here we go. Your viral videos of the week right here on The Anything Show. Andrew, we get started with this woman who really confirmed what I suspected, that Walmart is really not the best place to work. She quit her job over the PA system at a Walmart last week, and might I say, she was quite profane.
Attention Walmart shoppers and associates, my name is Beth from Electronics. I've been working at Walmart for almost 5 years, and I can say that everyone here is overworked and underpaid. The attendant policy is bullshit. We are treated from management and customers poorly every day. Whenever we have a problem with it, we're told that we're replaceable. I'm tired of the constant gaslighting. This company treats their elderly associates like shit. To Jared, our store manager, you're a pervert. Greta and Kathy, shame on y'all for treating your associates the way you do. I hope you don't speak to your families the way you speak to us. Shout out to Cominique, Patty, Chardell, and so many more. Walmart doesn't deserve y'all. Manage it and this job. I quit.
Yeah, mic drop. Andrew, have you worked at Walmart? Do you know people who work at Walmart? What's your thoughts?
I knew one person who worked at Walmart, and based on what I know about that person, this is like not surprising that somebody did this.
Yeah.
Because I would expect them to do it too.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I applied to Walmart maybe several times in the past when I was, you know, a young guy and I was looking for any job just to make money, and they would never like consider me in the light of day. And, you know, then years later, I look at people that clearly don't even look qualified to, you know, be at a job. And I'm like, what? Either like I'm overqualified or something. So, you know, the fact that Walmart treats their employees like these, and also there's just some really sketchy looking people working at Walmart. I mean, I think we're both lucky to not be working there.
Yeah. Walmart's purgatory.
Between heaven and hell. Is that what you mean by that?
Oh, yeah. That's what Walmart is. It's literally purgatory.
Wow. All right. So if you work at, I guess the more you work at Walmart, the closer you are to hell. And the further you are from Walmart, like this woman, you know, who just quit, she's going to be in heaven now.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
We're saving people's souls out here.
Yeah. Life makes sense all of a sudden. All right, Andrew, do you know, you remember when Karens were a thing last year, you know, during the height of COVID, you know, that white lady that has that certain hairstyle and she asked to speak to the manager and she's also racist for some reason. Well, this comedian named Carly Anderson, she got a haircut that made her look like a Karen, and this is her reaction to her getting said haircut.
I just paid $300 to look like a Karen. I look like I'm in the PTA. I swear I don't drive a minivan. I look like I have 3 sons who play T-ball. I look like I collect coupons. Oh my god. I don't use coupons. Okay, let's practice. Let me speak to your manager. I'd like to speak with your manager. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why does God hate me?
Yeah, well, you know what, Karen? I'm sorry. You have a hateful spirit. You were born to complain, so of course God's gonna hate you. Oh God.
Whenever I see the Karen Bob, I know something is going to happen.
Yeah,
I immediately pull out my phone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's not a lot of redeeming qualities about being black, but I think the one redeeming quality is we'll never be a Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew just came to this revelation. Like, you know what? Yeah. I mean, we get killed by cops, but at least we're not Karens.
Right. I may not make it home if I get stopped, but you can never call me a Karen.
You can never call me a Karen. Oh, God, I love it. All right, hey, let's go to our next viral video. A woman attempting small talk with her grandmother got this response. And really, this is the prime example of when you are older, you just don't give a crap anymore. You're just going to tell it to people straight.
Good morning, Granny.
Good morning.
Chilly today.
By saying good morning doesn't mean I want you to have a conversation with me.
Yeah, you know what? And she has a good point. Sometimes when you say good morning to somebody and they say good morning back, like, oh yeah, nice day we're having. They don't, no, it's just good morning and then have a good day, you know?
Yes. This is me already, and I'm not even old yet.
Yeah, especially at your job, working with orthodontics. I mean, you probably have a lot of patients that want to do small talk, and you're just like, come on, move it along.
I'll immediately just shove my hands in their mouth. I'm like, you can't talk with my fingers in there.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's kind of, it reminds me of like the dentist who just wants to have a conversation with you while they're like drilling all the machinery in your mouth. It's like, one, I don't want to have a conversation with you. And two, how do you expect me to form words when you're drilling machinery in my mouth? I can't do that.
nobody can respond to you. It's just like you're talking to yourself and hoping they think that you're listening to their response.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Andrew, earlier we were talking about Chick-fil-A and how they don't respect the LGBTQ community. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he's all for it, but he has a very hard time actually just saying LGBTQ.
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2 plus.
He's trying, you know. It's a lot of letters, Andrew. I know you're part of the community, but it's a lot of letters.
It is a lot of letters. I don't even say LGBTQ that much. I just say the alphabet community.
Hey, yeah. It is too hard. Oh my God. Speaking of hard, I don't know why this relates to the word hard, but a contractor in Colorado took a sledgehammer. Okay, he beat this bathroom hard. That's the connection. So this contractor in Colorado took a sledgehammer to a customer's bathroom that he recently remodeled. Why did he do that? Because the homeowner did not pay the bill, and this guy was just like, you know what, screw it. If you didn't pay for the work that I did, I'm going to destroy this work. And here's the sound that we got for that.
We put weeks into this, thousands of dollars into this.
I do understand. Sir, please stop. Please stop.
Is somebody gonna pay me?
Sir, I'm just asking you to stop. It's not your house to destroy. This is
It is my property. This is my property.
Ours.
I have receipts for everything.
Yes, ma'am. I do understand that you're...
I get his frustration. At the same time, the guy worked his ass off, Andrew, to build this thing, and to destroy it, it's almost like, he's wasting his time.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's wasting his time. Why not just stop? Don't do any more work if she's not going to pay you.
Yeah, well, the thing is that I guess he completed the remodeling. I guess the work was done, and the woman was just stalling. The homeowner was just stalling on paying the bill, and this guy just had it. He was just like, lady, I'm going to get my money. And if I'm not going to get my money, then I'm going to destroy what you wanted built so badly. But really, what I would have done is just, I don't know, take her to court. If you work that hard on a home, then don't ruin it. Just take her to court,
Yeah, take her to court. Maybe you can get the judge to rule in your favor and take even more than the money that she was going to pay you for the bathroom.
Take her kids.
You know what? That's what labor force with them. I see where you're going.
We're not advocating kidnapping. I just want to make clear. We're not advocating kidnapping just to get a bill paid. All right, final viral video of the week. Oh my God, Andrew, if there's anything we black people can relate to, it's plastic surgery. I say that sarcastically because black people age beautifully.
They don't crack.
Yep, so all you white people, listen up. There's a plastic surgeon. My girlfriend, listen up. There's a plastic surgeon in Michigan. I mean, it's the truth, Andrew. I'm sorry. I mean, she's very white. She is basically a walking Wonder Bread, my girlfriend. She's a walking Wonder Bread with colorful hair and tattoos. So she's beautiful. I'm sure she won't age badly, but if she does, this is what you get for your white privilege, by the way. You guys have white privilege. We have the beautifully aging black skin. So, right? I mean, that's a fair trade.
We age well because it's rare.
Yeah. So, great. All right, plastic surgery. Let's get to it. This guy named Anthony Yoon, who posts all kinds of inside stuff on TikTok about plastic surgery, he posted 3 crazy things you did not know about plastic surgery. Maybe this will surprise you, Andrew? I don't know.
If you smoke and have a breast reduction, your nipples can turn black and fall off. You'll have no nipples. If you've had a nose job, there's a good chance that your surgeon stuffed cocaine up your nose, so you've done coke. Sometimes plastic surgeons insert pig skin from pigs, into breasts to help reduce complications from breast implants.
Yeah! Are you going to get plastic surgery now?
Totally. I'm going down to the clinic tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Plastic surgery. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Okay. I guess I'll have to file an appointment for Tony when she gets 75 years old. No.
Whatever they do with this pig skin, I just need to know.
Yeah. Oh, God. Pig skin. I only want pig skin in my mouth. I don't want it applied to my face.
Yeah, I can't imagine having, like, pigskin cheeks or something. That would be so weird.
Yeah, having my cheeks say oink, oink, oink every time. All right, if you have a viral video of the week that you want to send me and Andrew, facebook.com/theanythingshow. Instagram, you can also find us there, at anythingshowfrancois. All right, we got our conversation with David Henrie coming up later on. He is from Wizards of Waverly Place, How I Met Your Mother, and now he is the director of the new film, This Is the Year, which he also stars in, and the executive producer, none other than his former Disney Channel co-star, Selena Gomez. So we'll talk about that. But before we get to that, let's get into some good old-fashioned celebrity gossip. Andrew, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, we got a few minutes for celebrity gossip. Let's talk Lil Nas X. I love me some Lil Nas X. He got asked by the Teletubbies if they can be featured on his next album. And Lil Nas X said, I bet me and Tinky Winky on the hook, Dipsy and Poe on the verses, and we'll let Lala do the outro. What do you think about this Lil Nas X Teletubbies collaboration, Andrew?
I cannot wait. If he's not trolling us and it's real, I cannot wait to see all those supposed Christians flip their crap.
Yeah, you know, I did not even know the Teletubbies still existed. I thought they were canceled a long time ago, but apparently they're still relevant now.
That baby's still in the sun.
And also, I guess, you know, because you probably, like, you know, growing up, heard all these rumors about, like, oh, the Teletubbies are gay, the Teletubbies are gay. And Lil Nas X is also a part of the LGBTQ community. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that because of that connection that they're collaborating, possibly, the Teletubbies and Lil Nas X?
Possibly. I mean, the Teletubbies, if they were gay, they were just little jelly beans running around just doing kid stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it could work out.
I got the song stuck in my head. What was it like? It was Tinky Winky, La La, Poe. Like, it was. I love it. I love it. I forgot all the names, but yeah, it was literally just reciting their names in a very delicate fashion. That's what I'll say. A very delicate fashion.
Yeah, it's very delicate. And Poe was the first girl with a Birkin bag. So.
Ooh, I didn't even know Poe was a girl. I gotta rewatch my Teletubbies.
You gotta watch. It's probably hard, cutting-edge television.
Yep, I guess. So I got to catch up on my Teletubbies. I also got to catch up on my James Bond movies starring Daniel Craig. Did you know that Daniel Craig, Andrew, he is leaving the James Bond franchise? He just finished filming his final James Bond movie, and this is his goodbye message to all the crew working on the set.
And a lot of people here worked on 5 pictures with me, and I know there's a lot of things said about what I think about these films and all of those or whatever, but I've loved every single second of these movies, and especially this one, because I've got up every morning and I've had the chance to work with you guys, and that has been one of the greatest honors of my life.
Yay! Yeah, it's funny because Daniel Craig, behind the scenes, he's just like, oh, screw James Bond, F this, it's a stupid thing. And now he's tearing up because he realizes, oh my God, the money's going to be going away.
Yeah, he really wasn't my favorite Bond.
Why?
I really hope they replace him with a good dog.
What? With a good dog? Wait, you want a literal dog to be James Bond?
Anything would be better than Daniel Craig.
Now, why did you not like Daniel Craig?
So I just don't feel like he was committed to the role. Watching him in the James Bond movies, it was still entertaining, but James Bond was a persona and attitude and feeling that he never gave.
Okay. So I guess you're not surprised to find out that Daniel was not a big fan of the franchise himself.
No, I wasn't too surprised, and then I was like, well, you know what? It was still enjoyable for the time that it was here, and the other actors in the movies were actually way better.
Yeah. Now, I heard that, like, Idris Elba, you know, that was one of the names that was selected or thought of as the next James Bond. And, you know, Idris Elba, a fabulous black actor. That would be great to have a black James Bond. I mean, is there someone you would vote for James Bond, Andrew, in particular?
It's Idris Elba. I have always wanted him to be Bond.
All right. Well, there you go. He can James my Bond any day.
Look, if I could be his Bond girl, I'm never doing anything ever again in my life.
If you could be his pussy galore, oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Woo! Hey, happy 25th anniversary to the Fugees. Do you like the Fugees music? Are you a big fan of the Fugees?
Yes, I love the Fugees.
Yeah. Ready or Not, Killing Me Softly, all those great songs. You got your Lauryn Hill, your Wyclef Jean, your the other guy. What's the the other guy's name? Something Michelle or something like that. I forgot his name. Go ahead.
It was always all about Wyclef and Lauryn for me.
Yeah, it was Lauryn, Wyclef, and the other guy. So the Fugees are going out on the road to celebrate the 25th anniversary of their 1996 album, The Score. And I always loved the fact that Wyclef Jean is Haitian and my family is Haitian, Andrew. I always took good pride in that for some reason because, when you grow up, forget about the fact that you're like, you don't see too many black faces on TV. I mean, I just thought that, seeing like a famous Haitian was such a rare commodity. And then to see Wyclef Jean doing his thing, it was like, oh my God, there is hope in the world.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You really don't see Haitian representation on television. I can't think of anybody other than Wyclef that I knew who was famous and Haitian.
Yeah. Well, besides that other guy in the Fugees that we can't name, Michelle. I don't know. We're going to find his name out. I swear, you are just as important. And I think you're also Haitian as well. So if you are also Haitian, Michelle, then we salute you. Sac passe, as me and my Haitian brethren would say. I know. Ariana Grande. Let's talk about someone who's definitely not Haitian. Ariana Grande. She pays no mind to her contract rules on The Voice. Here's her telling us more on the Kelly Clarkson show, Andrew Vandertunt.
Yeah, they're all so nice and cool. I love them. I'm obsessed with my team. I talk to them all the time.
Oh my God, your first team too. It's like, you get so upset. You love them all, but like it's like so exciting.
I've broken every rule in my contract. I talk to them all the time. I'm like DMing them. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, sorry.
Only Ariana can get away with that stuff, Andrew. Only Ariana.
She's so cute. She could walk out and tell me that I'm going to die in 2 minutes from some disease, and I'm like, thank you.
You're so considerate, Ariana. Now I got a heads up that I'm about to die in 2 days.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, you know what? There's a reason why she's the highest paid judge in voice history. I actually read this story the other day, Andrew, where she's getting paid $20 to $25 million to be a judge on The Voice, and nobody in voice judge history has been paid that much. So Ariana, I mean, if she wants to break the rules, she can break the rules because she brings in the ratings for The Voice.
Yeah, I would walk in like, I can do whatever I want, and your coffee, it's mine.
It's exactly. I'm making 20 to 25 million. I can buy the entire coffee shop if I wanted to. Oh, God. All right. Well, Kelly Ripa's husband, Mark Consuelos, apparently thinks the best way to solve a problem is with sex. Oh, isn't that such a man thing to say, Andrew?
It is, but he's right.
Really? You agree with that? Why do you agree with that?
If it's Mark Consuelos and he gets angry at me and he's like, okay, we just need to have sex to solve this, I'm like, okay, I don't care what I was about.
So angry sex is great with Mark Consuelos. If he gave you the opportunity, then you're going to hate sex him like nobody's business.
For days.
For days? Wow. Yours and Mark's genitalia will be non-existent by the end of like 5 days. I say RIP to your genitalia right now. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Speaking of genitalia, how about a penis cake? Do you want to go for a penis cake?
Ooh, that sounds kind of delish.
Gillian Anderson, wonderful actress. You know her from The X-Files. More recently, she is in a fabulous show called Sex Education on Netflix. Me and Tony love that show. She is also, she plays Margaret Thatcher on the Netflix series The Crown. She just won an Emmy for her work on The Crown, and her friends congratulated her by giving her a penis cake. Yeah.
Those are really friends. I like that.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Andrew, if you were given the opportunity to get a penis cake, what would you request that penis cake be specifically?
I would request that it would specifically be a penis that's pierced and super hairy, but the hair is made from sprinkles that are filled with peanut butter.
So we got a sprinkled peanut butter pierced penis. All right, I think I found the name of this episode. I think it's going to be something like the sprinkled peanut butter penis.
I love that.
Wow, Andrew, you come up with such great things to say. I don't know what I would do without you. That's great. All right, well, there you go. We called it the name of this episode, sprinkled peanut butter penis. So if you have a penis like Andrew and I, pull them down. Let's get those sprinkles and peanut butter. We're going to paint some penises with stuff. Oh, what has this show turned to? All right, that's our celebrity gossip. If you have a headline, if you have a piece of celebrity gossip, sprinkle or unsprinkled peanut butter penis, let us know. Facebook.com/The Anything Show. Instagram @Anything Show Francois. That's Anything Show Francois. Jon Francois here with Andrew Vandertunt. We've been having a great ball, great blast. Once again, congratulations to Alyssa for winning our Ask Anything giveaway for this month of September, the $100 gift card and an Anything Show shot glass and keychain. Alyssa, you're going to get that stuff as soon as possible. All right, coming up, I have a conversation with David Henrie from How I Met Your Mother, Wizards of Waverly Place, and so forth. He is the director and star of the film This Is the Year. It's his directorial debut, and executive producer is his former Disney Channel co-star, Selena Gomez. It's going to be fabulous. Listen to the conversation right now. Andrew, you are from the Lifestyle of a Gay Black Boy podcast. Anything as of late with the podcast?
Yes. I'm going to be releasing a special episode for my birthday, and it's just going to be me interviewing some of my friends down in D.C., and we're going to hit up some of the gay spots down there and see what they are on our list that we're going to rate them at.
Wow. You know what? Your podcast is an adventurous podcast. You gotta listen to it. Lifestyle of a Gay Black Boy, wherever you listen to podcasts. Next you're going to tell me that you're going to Croatia to do something. I don't know.
We're going to save the llamas.
Yes. Save the llamas and hate fuck Mark Consuelos.
All over. Croatia llamas.
Oh my God. Oh man. Maybe that's what the episode should be called. Save the llamas. All right, I think we gotta be done. I don't know what we've gotten into, but now we probably should save llamas and have angry sex with Mark Consuelos. All right, David Henrie coming up next. Andrew, it's always been a pleasure, and I'll see you next week.
All right. What's up, boys? What's up, Bonnie? What's up, Mikey? Remember Zoe, our cousin?
You're Josh, right?
Hi. I literally have no plan.
Maybe you just walk up to her in a heartfelt way, say, I like you, do you like me?
What does she even see in the guy? Hello, lads.
Are you kidding?
High school's over. I just need 10 pages answering the question, how was your high school experience?
But a lot of interesting things can happen in the next 3 weeks. I'm talking life-changing events that could completely change my high school experience.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm joined by David Henrie from How I Met Your Mother, Wizards of Waverly Place. He is the director and co-star currently of the new film, This Is the Year. David, thank you so much for being on the show, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me. Stoked to be here.
Yeah. So let's start off with how this film got on your radar and what's it about?
Absolutely, man. You know, I was always a fan of coming-of-age 80s movies, high school movies. They just always made a profound impact on me growing up. And I really wanted to recreate that same sort of nostalgic, warm, feel-good feeling in a film. So I think it kind of started with that. And then I just started taking a look at the world. And, you know, I've been very fortunate over the years. I grew up a child actor to be very in touch with, I feel like, my generation and the things we're struggling with. So I really wanted to deal with, I think, a very relevant theme in the film, which is expectation versus reality. So it's about a kid who's hopelessly in love with the quote unquote hot girl at his school, but he doesn't really know her. And he finds out she's leaving. She's moving away with her boyfriend. And in a last ditch effort to kind of win her over, he lies and he says he has tickets to see her favorite band, Lovely the band, the multi-platinum band. And he gets her on the road with his friends. And so they embark on a really fun road trip, and he and his best friend are trying to win this girl over. And along the way, you get in this classic love triangle. So it's one of those movies. It's not about guessing the ending. It's more about how do you get there and the fun along the way. And it's purposefully feel good. You know, the executive producer, Selena Gomez, and I are very aware of the fact that right now, I think people need to feel good. People want to smile. People want to feel warm, nostalgic feelings. And I think that's behind a lot of the inspiration of this film as well. So yeah, we're really excited for people to get out there and feel good again, put a smile on their face, grab some popcorn, and enjoy This Is the Year, which comes out on the 24th of September. Everywhere movies are sold. So iTunes, Amazon, all of it.
Yeah. Awesome. And we're recording this, I believe, what's today? The 21st of September, Tuesday. Yeah, I can't keep track of the days anymore. So I'm going to guess it's the 21st.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Of course, we talk about, you growing up in front of the camera as a child actor. And of course, I mean, me, my younger siblings and my cousins, we all watched you on Wizards of Waverly Place with Selena Gomez. So I wonder, how does the responsibility of being a child actor compare to now, where it's like, oh, you're the adult star and you're the director of this film?
Being a child actor, I learned so much, man. And I learned so much that I was able to bring to this experience. I was always asking people, like, on sets, why are you putting the camera there? Or why is this joke funny and that joke not funny? So as both a writer and director, I was always asking questions. And I guess, growing up with a big Italian family, I would make movies for them that would make them laugh. I would parody them. I'd play them. So I always had this desire to tell stories and to use them to make a positive impact. So growing up a child actor just refined that and honed that. That was my college, if you will, or that was my education, was just being in the practical reality of actual sets. And so when I got on set, I felt very comfortable, and it was like a place I've been a million times, because it literally was. And I was able to bring a lot of the best qualities of folks that I'd learned from over the years to the set. And, thankfully it created a great atmosphere on set and all that experience, and met great mentors over the years, guys like Jeff Garland, who told me, David, you know what, work hard, but at the end of the day, we're all just people, and there's no room for ego, and stay humble. And, I had great people like that in my life who helped teach me those things. So I really tried to bring all of that to the set from my, lessons I learned over my child actor career.
Yeah. Now, of course, we mentioned that your Wizards of Waverly Place co-star Selena Gomez is an executive producer on the film. Can you tell us how she became involved in the project? And, of course, what has the reunion been like?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I showed it to her. I showed her a cut of the film. She knew I was making it. We'd been talking for years about the fact that I was wanting to make a film. And when it all finally started coming together, I remember we all had a vacation planned, and her, my wife, and her friend, and another buddy of mine, we all went over to Italy, spent some time together. We talked about the film. So she was always excited about the film, and she knew we were going for a feel-good film with powerful themes that can make a positive and uplifting impact on young people, especially women. So she was always an advocate for it. And when she finally saw the end product, she got a tear in her eye and a smile on her face. And she was like, we got to get this out there. Like, I want to team up with you. So she came on board and has been helping get the message out. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful reunion. It's been actually great that we've had a project that requires us to hang out often, because we've been really enjoying the reunion.
Nice. Now, for first-time directors, because I assume this is your directorial debut.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, some first-time directors, they come away from it, they love the experience, they want to dive in right again, and then you have others who are just like, oh my God, this was so traumatizing and so stressful, I don't think I want to do this again. I mean, after this, would you say that directing is going to be a frequent thing in your future?
Oh, 100%. I'm so hooked. I am so hooked. I think, like I was saying earlier, it's the feeling that I got in the business. It is the same feeling that put me in the business in the first place. I guess how you say it. It's early. It's the feeling that got me in the business. Honestly, like making movies for my grandparents as a little kid when I was 8, 9 years old, or for my dad, parodying him and making him laugh. It's that same feeling I get now, just with more crew and better equipment. But yeah, I'm hooked. I'm hooked, and I want to do it more and more.
Awesome. Well, the movie, this is the year of David Henrie's directorial debut. He is also the star, and it's going to be released pretty much everywhere starting September 24th. And we're recording this on September 21st. So it's probably already out there by the time you hear this or see that. So, David, thank you so much for being on the show. Best of luck with this film and your future acting and directing career and so on and so forth.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me, and I'm stoked for everyone's thoughts on the film.
Listen to The Anything Show with Jon Francois on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. How does Jon know how to set up podcasts? Is he that? No, he can't be that smart. Follow on Facebook at The Anything Show and on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. Did you get all that?